Hello, welcome everybody. This is Froggy and Friends podcast, a podcast put on by frogmansfinds.com. We are your local toy store online. That means we try to provide all the friendly, um, person-to-person care that you might get from a local toy store, but we just do it online. We do that through our Discord community, through Instagram, however you can contact me. I try to be available and helpful as much as I can be. We carry all the latest and greatest toy stuff, a lot of domestic stuff, some um, uh, import stuff, whatever we can get our hands on. But yeah, I am joined as always by my friends Jaden and Tiger. Jaden just got back from watching Superman. We will not discuss it too much to avoid spoilers. Me and Jaden have seen it. Tiger is still yet to see it, but overall, we both enjoyed it so far. Um, The way we like to structure things, especially in the past couple weeks, we'll do store updates. We'll go over some toy news, and then we've been kind of banging out our tier list for the different toy companies, and maybe we can finish that up today. But yeah, the store news, very light this week. We literally just got this in earlier this afternoon. We had some on hand. I think we had like four from our assortment cases, like maybe 2 or 3 months ago. But we got our solids for Rex. We're still waiting for our solids for Anakin, also the Ahsoka version of him. Yeah, so I haven't even opened the box yet, but we got these in. And then yeah, we had some of the Todd Digital Wave go up. Um, yeah, always interesting putting up McFarlane stuff because I literally do not know what will be in the cases, even when I put them up for pre-order. So.
Wild.
Yeah, it's always just a guessing game, so I love that. I love that as a retailer. Um, so yeah, that's about it. The only other thing is and I was talking to Jaden about this earlier today. Been thinking about getting a 3D printer for the store for a long time. Bamboo Lab, which from the research that I've done and the people I've talked to, is a pretty good entry point for a filament printer. But yeah, they have their third anniversary that ends, I think Monday? No, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. And so I have to make that decision soon in 2 hours, 2 days, 2 hours and 30 minutes. But yeah, trying to see if that's going to be a good investment for the store. But something I've been thinking on for a long time.
Yeah,
Um,
I think it's always good to just have like little accessories that you might not get elsewhere, especially those things that we all need, like the crates and the barrels and the things that um just spice up the scenes a little bit.
yeah, I don't think I have a picture anywhere. Oh, I did put it up on my Instagram just earlier today, but yeah, like the table that I have, it's a table that I got with the Diamond Toys, Bunsen and Beaker. And so the table is like scaled to them. They're both very short. And so when I used it as a table for any other like 112 pictures, I have to like prop it up on stuff. So it's like it'd be nice to just print a table. Or like the chair I have is like a
Yeah,
foldable like wrestling chair. It's like it'd be nice to just have like a better chair. Um,
Definitely.
so yeah, like I don't think I would charge very much for those kind of things, but it's just nice to be able to be like, oh, you need a grandfather clock, like I'll print that for you, include it in your next order. Um, but yeah, the A1 is the one I've been looking at. I was gonna get the A1 mini, but then talking to people, it's like if I have to make more than one of anything, it's just better to have like a full size. Um,
mhm.
14% off isn't like a huge percent off, but it's better than nothing. I was also looking at like the P1S, P1P, but yeah, I don't know. It still feels like maybe the A1 is going to be best for what we're doing, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
Um,
Cool if
in
you
your
can get
research
that
though.
going.
yeah, yeah, and I know at least yeah, one of our friends would have me print a ton of stuff for him.
Oh yeah.
Rex would have me print all Star Wars for him, and so if anything, the machine would be running for that. So we'll see.
That's a good cause.
Yeah. In terms of store news or toy news, there's I think it's called like the BilliBilli World. Yeah, BilliBilli World toy something. But Kyoto's there, and they have yeah, they have stuff for like some of their upcoming releases. Like Harley looks fantastic. I think they're selling the red and black hair as a event exclusive there, or I guess reissuing
Oh,
it.
Mhm.
But yeah, like
oh, that Batman Beyond looks amazing.
he looks so good.
Yeah, it's cool.
The flashes are great. Let's see if I think most of this is stuff that has already been released. Then
I
they had
know they
like
showed unpainted Metal Gear Solid 3 updated
mhm,
figures.
Oh yeah.
yeah. So they have the upcoming, I think this is the Ninja Gaiden 3 Ryu.
Yes,
Um,
3.
yeah, and then both girls from Ninja Gaiden. And then yeah, there's some Dandadan, and then Delicious and Dungeon. Like just they're showing off like pretty much everything that they've put up for pre-order. They had either uh painted samples or unpainted. I mean, for the three of us here, we love Kyoto, and so like it's just really
Yeah.
exciting to see this stuff. Super stoked for
There.
their Metal Gear Solid stuff. Um, yeah, just make everything, man. Just do all of it. Um, but yeah, the snake looks really good. I appreciate personally that they went with a boss that doesn't have like the zipper all the way down to her belly button.
Oh
So
yeah.
she, a little bit more modest. And then yeah, One Punch Man. I don't remember if he was announced or was he a surprise Garu.
I feel like he was announced a while ago, but
No
no like
pictures.
updates on him have been. I don't even think they showed off a prototype of him. I think it was just like one of those placeholder
Hmm.
little cards that was just like barely an announcement, you know?
Yeah, but he looks super good. This guy Puri Puri
Yeah,
um,
the prisoner dude.
looks really big. I remember him being creepy from the show, but I mean, he
Yeah.
looks like he'd be a fun figure. Um, I can't remember his
Us.
name. Yeah,
Genos.
I think he comes out this month.
Oh, does
He
he?
Maybe,
looks good too.
Did I
yeah, maybe this
pre-order
month
him?
or
I
next
can't even
month.
remember. Oh,
But yeah, he looks good. I need to put an order in for him so I don't have to go scrambling like I did for Saitama. Um,
Yeah.
they have like the giant Titan. It's basically like a statue. Oh, and then this guy was really, really
I
cool too. Um,
He's
oh
freaky
yeah.
looking.
I can't remember the name of this Titan. But yeah, I mean, I didn't watch most of Attack on Titan, but this guy with the yellow hair and the mask like looks super awesome. And then I think they also showed off. They like postponed a lot of their um, Street Fighter stuff, and they showed off new samples of all of those as well. I don't think they have it here, but yeah. So hopefully those the Street Fighter stuff releases sooner than later. I think like Chun-Li, she was due like I think months ago before they kind of delayed all of it.
Yeah. I remember
Uh,
being pretty hyped about Chun-Li. She looks really great.
yeah, yeah. The new samples that they had they have on display right now, they all look good, but it doesn't look like Kyoto has them on their Instagram. But um, one of the other things, loose collector collectibles, they did the like Jekyll and Hyde figure. Um, see what else they've done. They've done oh, they did like these this guy and then the master. Yeah, these two. Um, but yeah,
Generic
they
Kung
Oh,
Fu
I've not
fighters.
seen those.
Yeah, the Kung Fu Fighters. I forget like what movie it was based off of. But yeah, they showed off their Bigfoot and Yeti that I guess is gonna be released in January of next year. But I thought these looked really cool.
Yeah, that Yeti looks sick. Oh man.
He's super, super large. Oh yeah, they did these werewolves too, which were cool. But yeah, I think they said
Oh,
they're
is
like
that?
10 inches.
Huh. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
those are great.
I I remember I was looking at the werewolf. I don't remember why I ended up not picking it up. Maybe it was just out of my price range, but I mean, it looks really good. I kind of want to go back and check it out again. Um,
Yeah, I was wondering what studio produced that because I thought it was just like a weird like memory toys or something like
yeah,
that I hadn't really had all that much experience with, and not that I have the most experience with loose collector either, but it's interesting to see.
yeah. I think there was like a couple of different like werewolf figures that were all released around the same time, and it got like, yeah, I don't remember which one was which.
Yeah,
But yeah, it looks
Yeah,
really
their
cool.
monsters look really cool.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I think other than that, like it was also a pretty quiet week. I think kind of the whole toy world is waiting for San Diego Comic-Con. Um, they did announce this like Hellfire Gala Spider-Man that'll be up for the Walmart Collector Con sometime this month. Yeah, at the end of this month. But I think it looks pretty cool.
yeah, it kind of looks 2099
Hmm.
inspired.
Yeah, totally.
Sure.
I like the colors. It's a nice purple. Um,
Yeah.
there are like rumors or leaks that there will be more X-Men 97 figures coming out soon. And so if they end up doing, I think Emma Frost and the dude, I can't remember his name, but both of those Hellfire Gala people were in X-Men 97, and so it'd be cool to see him go with them.
Yeah, or possibly more Gamerverse stuff as well, rumored.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. I mean, yeah, Marvel Rivals did like a whole season on the Hellfire Gala, so that could be cool too. Um, the Lotto Toys Mystic Land, they have like the Engineer Wolf Girl that's coming out right now. They put up
Mm.
pre-orders for like their cat Ninja Girl, or Herbalist, I guess they call her, but that's looks cool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I think kind of probably the only other big thing from this week was the Rumbler from Mezco going up. Their
Very
version of
big.
like the tank van.
Yeah, it's
It,
just a giant APC with uh I do like the Death Adder that it comes with. He's just got a snake head, he's got like solid snake outfit and a robotic arm.
yeah,
And it looks really cool, but maybe not worth the $325 price tag. I feel
Yeah,
like
but it's
if maybe the vehicle had more accessories or features or anything, it could be cool, but I just feel like it's a giant piece of plastic that I'd have to put somewhere, you know?
yeah. I mean, yeah, I think the Death Adder looks great. I think he's like definitely the selling point for me at least.
Mhm.
But yeah, like so much of the I don't know what you call it, like van truck. It's like all just unpainted plastic.
Mhm.
Um, and then when you compare it to the HasLab, that's at almost the same price point, if not the same price point. Um, that has like a ton of light up features and all those like cooking things and all the stretch goals. Like it's um, for me personally, it feels a little bit tough to justify, but I know a lot of people are stoked
Yeah.
about the Rumbler, so um, you know, to each their own, I think.
if
Yeah.
I had infinite money, I'd grab one for sure, but I don't. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Infinite money and infinite space. That's definitely a must for this one.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
when
think it looks good, but I can't justify it either.
yeah, yeah, 112 vehicles take up so much space, like you really got to be selective unless like you have an entire room that you can fill with stuff and hang stuff from the ceiling and all that stuff. It yeah, takes up a lot of space.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, would love to grab that Death Adder. I doubt that they'll ever put it up alone because they've never put up like the um Space Cadet Gomez that came with that mech, but you know, can dream. I know Tiger, you're currently playing through Death Stranding. Hot Toys put up their version of Sam Porter Bridges from Death Stranding 2. Would love for Figma or whoever to like revisit the Death Stranding line. Um, yeah, I think you had said even Tiger, right, that you were like looking to see how much it was all, and it's like super pricey now.
Yeah, I guess it was pretty limited. Only like did one release or something. Like they didn't re-release it, so it's very, very pricey. Mads Mikkelsen is like at least $160, and Norman Reedus is $400 to $600.
Damn.
Uh, yeah, so the Figma doing a re-release or releasing one for the, second suit, second game's outfit or look, it's like more black, and he's got the little doll hanging off of his kit
Yeah,
that like talks to him through the whole game.
yeah. So weird.
But it's just such an insane game. You can't really explain it very well. You just have to like play it and lock in and just get involved in the world because it's just insane.
Yeah. Kojima is like he is an auteur by like every sense of the word. Like a complete artist. Does like just yeah, marches to the beat of his own drum, all that stuff. Respect it, but he's weird
Yep.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Like most auteurs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. Cool. But yeah, pretty light week. I think I'm guessing that this week will be pretty quiet too. And then the week after that will be leading into Comic Con. And so start seeing probably more pictures, displays going up and all that stuff, which will be fun. Oh, also, speaking of Comic Con and everything, I don't know if you guys saw, but yeah, Jada Toys, they said at their panel on Thursday, they're gonna have a live debut for a beloved franchise making its premiere. Um,
Hmm,
yeah, I haven't heard any rumors, like any insider info as to what it could be, so very
definitely Street
curious.
Sharks.
I know some people talk about wanting them to do like Mortal Kombat. Like they're already doing some fighting game stuff. If they could get that license, I'm sure those would sell
Yeah.
like hotcakes. Because a lot
Oh,
of the
definitely.
112 scale Mortal Kombat stuff is like a little on the pricier end, like those Storm ones and whatnot. So if there was a little bit more affordable option, like people would scoop those up.
Yeah, I know McFarlane is making some, but yeah, the paint and the details on them didn't look super great. Um, and you know, they're 7-inch scale kind of thing, so it makes it tough too. But yeah, I mean, that'd be great. Um, I think the only kind of like little morsel that people are kind of going off of is that Skydance announced that Jada was one of the um, companies that was going to make merchandise for Invincible. And that was like, I don't know, maybe a year ago that that came out as like a press release. And so people were wondering, like, you know, maybe they're making figures, but kind of the running joke was also like, maybe they're just going to make a bunch of like die-cast cars that are like Invincible themed. And so you never really know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. We have about, yeah, about 2 weeks until we'll find out what that is going to look like. But all
So
right.
great too.
Yeah. Invincible would be great.
I see people making customs like all the time. They're taking time and money to make their own nice ones, and like, yeah, again, a nice little affordable option. People would like scoop that up so fast.
For sure.
My
Looks like,
buddy made this one for
oh,
me.
nice.
It's using the speedball head, but yeah,
Oh
Looks
yeah, I
like
can
good.
tell.
you just got to have a nice invincible figure on the shelf, and
Looks like it's
Yeah,
like a
Looks pretty
Mezco type body.
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I think he used the Mezco Cyclops as a base.
So I think the only figures, the official figures that were out were like the diamond or right? Diamond?
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah. They were expensive and they were bad from what I've heard.
yeah,
mm,
basically.
they didn't look great.
Yeah. So yeah, it'll be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if we can knock out the rest of our tier list. Tiger, you want to pick?
Yeah, sure. Let's do one that I like. I'm interested in Husky.
Yes, would love because I've not had any other figures, so I'd love for you to take that and run with it.
Yeah, I've only got one figure right now. The other ones that I was interested are pretty pricey. It seems like as soon as they're kind of sold out, like the price goes up like immediately. Our buddy Spanx has that Fiona mechanic,
Yeah.
and she looks awesome, but she's already like 200 something dollars.
Jeez.
So yeah, I have like the little operator, like tactical shooter gal, and she's really cool. She's got like a little earpiece that you can actually like plug into her ear,
Oh
different
wow.
Oh wow.
hats, hair options, good articulation. She comes with weapons that you can put mags in. Just very nice, very high quality. It feels like maybe like Frontline Chaos, but maybe like a little bit more articulate than like Frontline Chaos.
Mm.
Um, very, very nice. So yeah, I would say these are higher end. They can be a little bit pricey, especially if you don't get them like when they come out. But uh, yeah, I would say fairly high.
Yeah, I think
Nice.
this Rose Knight Gloria, her whole thing is like it reminded me almost like an alchemist or something, but she has like spirit powers. I think that was like one of their more recent releases, but she looks super cool. I think yeah, the Fiona the mechanic is probably one of the most or the ones that I see maybe the most in photos.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I think it's definitely one of those lines that once it releases, it's usually already pre-sold out, and then after that point, it like jumps up in price a lot. Yeah, I
Yeah, that's
think.
what I've got.
Oh, this is the one.
Yeah, that's the one I've got.
She looks really cool.
And you
Security.
can like clip all of that stuff on and off, all the gear. You can take
Oh,
it
that's
down to
great.
where she's just got the uniform on. You can take the pouches off. You can hook the um, little tonfas or nightsticks into her side like that, and yeah, you can kit her up or down. She can look like she's in the middle of battle or just chilling. And I think that the designs are like really a good middle ground where they're like kind of cute, or some of them are kind of sexy, but not like in the snail shell kind of realm.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would totally love to pick that one up along with the engineer. I think they both look really, really good.
Yeah, that
Yeah, definitely.
maiden looks really good too. The broom there.
Oh, the broom. Oh yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, a really nice like
Exorcist.
Shinto
Huh.
shrine maiden or something.
hmm I think this is the reason I didn't want to pick her up. Like
Yeah.
her
Product
kimono.
photos can be a little bit more, but the figures themselves are not like necessarily lewd. So
Yeah,
they definitely know what they're doing with some of the product photos.
yeah. I think I didn't like that the kimono was like loose, but I mean everything else, like yeah, I think it's really cool. Cool look. Oh, wait, is it the eyes? Are they movable by magnet? Is that their thing?
No, it's like the Revoltech where they give you a little key that you just
Okay.
punch in the back and move it around. And yeah, it's pretty easy. I like the little being able to move the eyes around. It kind of gives more range to the different faceplates you get.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's cool. I think they have some cool releases. Um, yeah, I mean that's all on you, Tiger, in terms of value and everything. Um, Would love to get my hands on one, but I have not yet.
Yeah, I want to say that it's probably up there in S class. It is very good. Um, they are definitely on the higher designer end pricing, but what you get is a ton of accessories, a really good figure, amazing cloth goods, good articulation. So I think I can safely say like S is pretty good.
Yeah, that feels good to me.
All right, what's
Yeah.
next?
Pass the ball to you, Jaden.
All right. I kind of want to like we're very heavy on the S and A's right now.
Hmm.
So I feel like I'm gonna choose one that I think might like round it out a little bit more, and I'm gonna choose NECA.
Mm,
So I feel like uh where NECA is extremely strong is on sculpts and accessories. One of the most detailed companies around in terms of sculpt, domestically at the very least. Um, and really, really detailed accessories, really uh, incredible paint jobs. They're usually when there's something that needs to look slimy and grotesque because they do a lot of horror
hmm
figures. Um, it looks slimy and grotesque, and
hmm
it's just on point. The only problem is that like I'd say 80% of their figures can't really move all that well.
hmm
Um, there's just a problem with articulation. There's also a problem. There used to be a bigger problem. They're getting better at it with QC,
mm,
especially on like their Predator line. Uh, a lot of those joints would come like completely fused or like um, I think we were talking the other day about their line of like the Flash Gordon figures where they just sort of like painted over the joints and you just sort
yeah,
of got to work through that paint
yeah,
and like eh, they definitely are not um they're not without problems, you know.
hmm
They're if they didn't have such glaring articulation issues and QC issues, they probably would be unmatched in terms of domestics, but because uh, they do have those issues, they're really just seen as very middle of the road uh, amongst collectors. But
Yeah, I
in
think
terms
they're
of
definitely
like,
in the. Oh, I'm sorry.
no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think they're still in that like McFarlane wheelhouse where they focus on trying to make it look really good or really accurate, but everything else is just secondary articulation and all of that. And me personally, I used to have like a bunch of the old Sin City ones and Pacific
Oh
Rim
wow.
Mm,
figures, and they were incredibly fragile. Almost every one of them
yeah.
broke over time. Um, I've still got a lot of the accessories that came with them because they were really cool. But yeah,
Hmm.
most of those figures just not even through rough usage or anything, just
Yep.
very brittle plastic or something that they use. But those were pretty old figures. Like they're definitely not using
Yeah.
that kind of plastic now. But yeah.
Anything over like I'd say 6 7 years ago, used that type of brittle plastic, and they've again been getting very much better about that. Some of the old Predator and Alien re-releases still use that up until recently, but or at least I don't know if they have released anything that old as of late, but
Yeah,
yeah, they seem to not be using that plastic anymore. So
yeah, it's tough because like I have a picture of the Mirage Comics Foot Ninja, like the foot soldier,
mm,
from NECA, and it's $35. It comes with an entire arsenal of like
mhm,
every ninja weapon that you would want. Has like a soft goods like smock you put on over him, a bunch of different heads and stuff, bunch of different hands, like super high value for what you're paying. But the figure itself is like a stick. Like
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
got
think
it because I
that
was like
no,
Count Dracula, or not Count Dracula, the Count from Sesame Street.
Oh
And
yeah,
yeah, he's basically like that. Like he's got a little articulation, but pretty stiff. But he comes with some cool stuff, and got a nice cloth cape with a little wire in it. And yeah, I mean, I like the figure, but for doing much more than just kind of standing there, counting or whatever, he can't do much.
Yeah, and I think it has to be said also the whole fiasco with the Donatello's like lab thing that happened last
Oh yeah,
year.
I heard about
Um Basically there's like a lab. It's like a couple $100s. I don't remember the exact price. But basically they sent two to some people on accident, and so people that ordered one didn't get their one because it was sent to somebody else. And then NECA basically started threatening people who got two, like, you send it back to us, or we're going to blacklist you, or we're never going to sell to you again. And
yeah.
just such a mess. And kind of the word, across like at least the collectors that I have spoken with, like, avoid ordering from NECA store directly at all costs because, yeah, like they can mess up your orders. Their customer service is terrible. Um, all
And a lot
sorts
of
of.
times they send out stuff after all the big toy stores anyways. It's crazy because I remember one of my buddies ordered the little diorama that they have, the street diorama.
Mhm.
It's a great value, a hundred bucks for like a two-story little building facade and and a little bit of a street. And he ordered it from the NECA website, and I ordered it from I can't remember who. Uh, maybe it was Big Bad,
Mhm.
probably was Big Bad. Yeah, and mine was there way before. I think he ended up canceling his because it wasn't shipping in anywhere near the same time.
Yeah. I've heard like a ton of horror stories too, just like the NECA reps that go to like Targets and stuff, like always cutting deals with the employees or regulars. Like, I'm not even gonna put this on the shelf. I'll just sell it directly to you. Like, it's just,
that.
yeah, they don't seem like a very um above board company from, yeah,
Yeah,
from what people say. So yeah, they make some cool stuff. I'm always kind of ear to the ground on like what NECA stuff is coming out because I like a lot of their stuff. Um, but I also like was trying to clean up my shelf earlier this week, and I was like looking at my NECA shelves, like I don't take pictures of like any of these things. I buy them, I'm like, oh, this is so cool, like this, Mirage, like April O'Neil, like I love how she looks, and then that's it.
Pose really.
yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Where would you rank them, Jaden?
I I would say probably B or C. I can't rightly decide which. I'll let you guys fight that one out.
Mm.
I think I agree with B.
Yeah, I like it a step above McFarlane. I think I can safely say that,
Yeah. Yeah, I
even though
mean
they're kind of batting in the same wheelhouse.
they make good stuff, even if you're just buying it for the accessories, like it's good value, but there's a lot of like asterisks and stuff that holds it back.
Yeah.
I will also go to try to kind of weigh weigh us on the other side of things. I'm gonna go with Boss Fight Studios. Um, they, I mean, the most recent thing I got from them was the Red Sonja. But they've made like Popeye figures. They've made Lucha Libre figures. They have Garfield stuff coming out sometime this year, which
Yeah.
is I'm looking forward to. Um, yeah, so they've made some pretty cool stuff. Trying to think, maybe Red Sonja is the only one that I've had of theirs. I feel like I maybe had something else, but um, yeah, I think they make cool stuff. Trying to think who I would compare them to. Maybe NECA. I think the Garfield stuff kind of similar to like their Sesame Street stuff, but yeah, like there's a lot of little annoying things about the Red Sonja figure. I think I was selling her for like for $50. She comes with like a good amount of stuff, but the joints are really loose. The plastic quality doesn't feel quite there. Um,
Mm.
the face, the face sculpt and face paint, kind of was like a little doofy. Um, the the loincloth thing for her, I just I put a blue tack on it to keep it down because anytime I would move anything like besides her arms or her head, like that the loincloth would pop all the way up to her bust and it's just like nude underneath. And so it looks really goofy. Um, yeah, and I was ready to just super glue it because even with the blue tack, it wasn't holding on super well. Um, but I think they have a lot of potential. I don't know how long they've been around and how long they've been making stuff, but yeah, they're doing
They're
like
relatively new,
okay. It
especially their
feels
112 stuff, right? Because they started out as a 1/18 scale company, I want to say.
I know that they have a lot of 118th stuff for sure. Like this Court of the Dead,
Hmm.
they have like a whole 118th line, and they're just now going into 112th with like this Deathbringer and then this other dude. But yeah, yeah, I do think that they're still kind of stepping into the 112th realm. But uh, I think with that said, I think they have a lot of room to grow. I think I could see them, um, yeah, really like hitting their stride. I think once they release a little bit more, but I don't think they're quite there yet. But yeah, again, I'm excited to kind of see where they develop. Am I the only one that has their stuff?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I I'm gonna put them at a C, but I expect them in the next couple of years to bump up to a B, hopefully an A. I think as they kind of work out their production stuff and all that. But yeah, I mean, they delay their stuff a lot. Garfield was supposed to be here by April. Now I think it's at the end of the year. Um,
Mm.
so I think they're still kind of working out their kinks, but I do think they have um, I think they're going to hit a good space eventually. Tiger, back to you.
Well, there's some good ones on here, and there's some ones that I don't care for as much. There's some stuff that I'm just not that familiar with. Um, like, let's go ahead and do Buzzmod. Um, I
Nice.
don't have any Buzzmod myself. I've only seen them. They look really, really nice. I really like that Gurren Lagann Yoko, and they're coming out with that new Kill a Kill.
Yeah.
I forget what her name is, the protagonist of that. That'll be the first one that I'm gonna get, but they are pricey. They are so, so pricey, and I don't think that you really get much in the way of accessories or anything else. So you're paying a lot for like just a pretty figure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah.
I have only messed with one Buzzmod figure before, and it was just my LTS had one. I looked at it and I was like, "Oh, this is interesting," and then saw the price and was like, "You know what? Maybe not." And I felt the same way I felt just as like a gut reaction as Sigma,
Mhm.
where like I I feel like it was just a little too overpriced for me. They for not a lot of accessories, not a lot of articulation, and I couldn't quite justify it at the time, but they do cover a lot of stuff that other studios just for whatever reason don't pick up, and they have their niche.
Mhm.
They're the only ones making that like Kill a Kill 112 figures or Gurren Lagann, like that fan favorite character Yoko with like the sniper rifle. Like, there's not another good one really out there.
Mm.
So you just have to buy the super expensive and even more expensive now because of the aftermarket prices
Mhm.
figure. So Yeah, it just really, really hard to justify the prices like for what you get.
What what rank are we feeling?
I feel like they're almost unreachable because of that price. It's like who can
Hmm.
really get into those figures? I think I gotta rate them like fairly low, like C, possibly D, even for like the price and everything, because you are paying so much money for something that looks good, but you're probably not gonna be able to hit a lot of poses with, or
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's like just a few companies, and maybe it's just like kind of the companies in our DNF, where it's like I hear like, oh, they just announced, Kill la Kill figures. Awesome. Oh, it's being made by Buzzmod or it's being made by PlayArts. Like, ah, never mind. Like, I'm not even gonna look at it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think that automatically kind of brings you down there. Yeah. Jaden?
I'll go with a maybe one that might be a little more controversial. Mattel.
All right.
A couple that are going to be a little controversial, actually. Now that I think about it, but Mattel is one that's harder to pin down too, just because of how many lines they have. They're a bit like
Yeah.
Hasbro, where they have so much stuff and so much range, and
Hmm.
some things they just put a lot more love into, like their Barbies. They have incredible figures for uh, pennies compared to the rest of their lines. Like
Hmm.
you're getting 1/6 scale figures with cloth goods, sometimes even wired with pinless joints, double jointed
Hmm.
Wow.
for
I didn't know that.
$15.
Yeah.
And it's like uh, uh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So and then they'll give you a wrestler, one version of a wrestler, uh, with really horrible cloth goods. Um, absolutely, they have the articulation built in, but like not, it doesn't work very well, and
Hmm.
the face scans are not quite right. The accessories are very limited, and it'll be $50. Like,
Yeah.
uh,
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's who makes the current WWE figures and stuff. Like, oh yeah, I
mhm.
don't like those figures at all. Like,
There and there's such a range. There's the basics that are or that at least were $10 a piece that are now like $15-$20 a piece, and then the mid-range ones which are they have at least some level of articulation. They have single jointed elbows, they have single jointed knees, they have uh, some form of accessories that are like the $25 range, and then you have the high level range, the elites, that are like
Hmm.
$30 to $50 depending on what they come with, and those barely have better they have butterfly joints now, and that's about the only difference
Hmm.
between them and the lower tiers. It's just the number of accessories that they really come with. And yeah, it can get frustrating sometimes as a WWE collector. Um,
Yeah.
but every now and again they release a figure that I really want, and I'll get it. That Iron Cheek right there.
Yeah.
I like. He looks so good. He doesn't have a butterfly joints or anything, but he's
It's
Iron
cool, dude.
Cheek, and he comes
Yeah.
with the iconic outfit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, where
It's
else are you
good.
gonna get that? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. It is really all over the place, even within, I mean, yeah, like you're saying, within the WWE line. Yeah. I wanted to pick
And
up
then
wrestling figures so much, but it's like I look at them in
mhm.
hand, I'm like, this isn't worth it. This looks like garbage.
yeah, the
And
promo
then you
pictures
look
are
like
always nice.
Yeah.
they also did most, if not all, of the DC 6-inch lines too.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh, and those I know a lot of people have a lot of love for them. They certainly uh were and probably still are some of the best DC figures out there, but in terms of articulation, they're mid at best. I just I was extremely frustrated when I was buying some of the Arkham Knight. I can't remember what line that was under, but it was Mattel, and it was just basically a statue.
Hmm.
It was horrible. I could not move any of the limbs on that thing.
I've got some old
And I mean,
DC
he looks good,
UC.
but
I
it might
have
have been
like
DCUC. I don't.
yeah, I've got DC UC, Bronze Tiger, and Catman, and I really like those characters a lot. But and then they look nice just standing there. But yeah, like really really bad engineering for anything other than just standing there, like you're not really gonna get dynamic poses like the ankles on them, like they don't have ankle rockers or anything like that. They were real rough, and yeah, I have a little soft spot for them too because like yeah, where else are you gonna get a Catman figure? Like no one even knows who
Exactly.
Catman is. um, but yeah, I had to get it just because like yeah, he's a cool character and there's no other good figures of him out, but yeah, I would hope that like the new Mattel stuff could maybe improve a lot on that and show how much they've learned since they last had the DC license, but I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. Like I have or I had this Snout Sprout from their Motu Masterverse.
I
He
forgot
looks
they did that.
cool. He was I mean I think he's a really fun figure. I have an Orko from their Motu Origins line as well as a Prince Adam and Cringer. Also, like they look really cool. I think I mean I think Motu fans are probably eating pretty well. I think they're in good
Mhm.
hands with Mattel. But yeah, it's like I feel like every time I'm like, like maybe, maybe not. And I think also because they're that like 7-inch scale, it's like I think I'm a little bit more hesitant. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Like I think it really depends on what you're looking for from Mattel. I think some people are really happy with them. Um,
Mhm. Jurassic Park fans, especially, like
yeah.
they're eating real good too. They really are. Except for that weird bout of they had a 6-inch line for that that was extremely short lived before the Hammond collection or
Mm,
after the Hammond collection. I don't remember. There was a 6-inch line that was apart from the Hammond collection, and I had the Ian Malcolm figure, which like you could barely call it an Ian Malcolm figure. It was
mm.
the likeness was so awful. But all the rest of the Jurassic Park stuff seems really good.
Yeah, I
Hammond
know.
collection specifically.
Yeah, people love, 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 love the Hammond collection. So it's tough. I mean, I think like we did with Hasbro, we kind of broke off each of those different lines. Didn't do that with Mattel, but yeah, it's hard to say. I think there's kind of varying value across all the different IPs.
If we were just to say 6-inch, they're probably a lot lower than anything else.
Yeah,
If you add in their other scales, that bumps them up quite a bit.
yeah. And I personally would be happier with Mattel DC figures than I am with McFarlane DC figures, but um, that's a line drawn in the sand between collectors. Strong
Yeah,
feelings on both sides.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I have
I
no
just wish it
idea.
was Jada.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I agree.
Well, if we're gonna look at them like as a whole with like the Hammond collection and stuff like that, then yeah, I'd say it probably maybe what sits them around like B or something. But if we're not
Yeah.
counting Barbie and the dinosaurs and stuff, then maybe looking more like C or D.
Yeah.
I feel like B is fair. Yeah, I
Maybe
feel
look
like a
at the
lot of
scope of it.
112 collectors are still collecting the Hammond collection stuff just to have like,
Mhm.
because I think 112 scale dinos are like ginormous.
Yeah.
So, 1/18th dinos are still pretty acceptable.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Um, I am gonna go. I'm gonna go with Star Wars: The Black Series. I was debating between that and Mafex. I mean, I got into collecting. I think I mentioned in our first or second episode. I got into collecting through the Black Series. Um, it has a real soft spot for me as a collector. Um, but I think it's because I care about it so much. It's the line that pisses me off the most. Um, I think I do feel like they've turned a corner. Um, Maybe probably this year, like 2025. I think a lot of their stuff has been a marked improvement. But yeah, I think it's just so often that these, 24, $25 figures come with just the same gun. Um, you know, it's the same gun or it's like a lightsaber. And I recognize that they sculpt all the hilts differently, but it's a lightsaber. Um, and so it's just and it seems like their like design mandate has been like seamless sculpts. And so they do that uh, in sacrifice of articulation. So they very, very rarely now have double joints. So it's usually single joints. Again, I give them credit. Like a lot of their recent releases are single joints that have pretty good range. Um, but still, like, it just feels like a lot of their decisions are like, they don't make a lot of sense to me. Um, they do a lot of like recolors, re-releases because I think the Star Wars side of Disney like has them by the balls in terms of like their licensing fees and stuff like that. So I think they have to be really strategic in like what they make. Um, yeah, it just makes me sad. It makes me sad because I love Star Wars. Um, I used to love Star Wars. I still love Star Wars. I don't know. I think the franchise is in a weird place, period. But yeah, it's just the toys, like the figures, often leave a lot to be desired for me personally.
Yeah,
No,
I've got a couple
I
older ones, and they're just fine. They're just exceedingly fine. Like I wouldn't, you know, complain
Yeah.
about them too much, but I wouldn't, I don't pose them or I don't pull them out of the box really. Like I've just got them sitting in a box right now with some other domestics. But yeah, I can't find anything super offensive about them, especially since I don't really collect them anymore. So yeah, it's just a whatever collection for me, kind of.
Hmm.
I used to be big into collecting them back when I was, more into the franchise. And eventually I sold all of them off. But I remember when I was very much into it, it was very rough for me to find um any good articulated Star Wars figures, whether that be Black Series, whether that be sometimes TVC would do um decent articulation. But obviously that's not my scale. SHF uh, would be marginally better than the Black Series, I
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah.
Um, and nobody else is really doing it except for Hot Toys. Hot Toys probably has the best articulation out of
Yep.
any of them out there. So and the price, just is inaccessible to most. So
Yeah,
um I I feel like almost they get a pass just because there's nobody else doing it.
yeah, yeah. And I think I mentioned it before in the pod, but good friends that I made through a Star Wars collecting Discord, like they're all pretty much out of the game. And yeah, they just collect Hot Toys. Like this is going to be my definitive Thrawn. This is going to be my definitive whatever, and kind of just leave it at that. Um,
Mhm.
Again, our good friend Rex, like anytime there's a Black Series stream, he like pre builds up his hate and like it just gets,
Disappointment.
yeah. So yeah, I don't know, it's tough. I want to put them at C, wishing that they were better, but I could be argued up or down.
I'd say C is fair. Again, with that pass, knowing that like there's not that much better out there in terms of Star Wars. Like,
Yeah,
uh, you know, it doesn't feel great to say it, but they are good for Star Wars figures.
yeah. I think I don't know, maybe the hard thing for me too is it feels like Star Wars photography is very like diorama like required, if that makes sense. Um,
Mm.
I feel like when I'm posing Star Wars stuff to take pictures, like it feels very empty compared to any other kind of toy photography that I do. Um, where I want there to be like, you know, all the space stuff, um, the whole setting for it. So yeah, I don't know. Or people do like outdoor photography with that, and I think I feel the same even about like dinos. I haven't picked up any dinosaurs because I feel weird just taking pictures of dinosaurs on my desk. I feel like they need to be in like a lush forest or something. So it makes it, at least for me, it makes it a little bit harder.
Dependent on the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Tiger, I think you're gonna take us home. The last one for tonight.
Yeah. Well, I'll do one that we don't all really have a lot of experience in. Blokees.
Hmm.
I don't have any Blokees, but I really, really want some. I
Hmm.
really want some of those Common Rider ones they're coming out with. They're coming out with my favorite rider pretty soon, and a bunch of his variant forms. I know they're doing Transformers. They just showed off Marvel stuff. I believe they're pretty affordable
Hmm.
and have pretty solid articulation for like kind of simplistic model kits.
Yeah, I think they're a ton of fun. Around my house right now, there is um, Nemesis Prime, Optimus Prime, Megatron, um, and then one of the Ultron figures, or not Ultron, Ultraman. All of those are on my house because my son like will go into our stock and like, can I have this? And like they're just super toyetic, like I think in the very base sense. The little guys, they're easy to build. They're fun to build. You're kind of just snapping the pieces on. They look good for like that size. And then this like I want to call it a deluxe. They themselves don't call it a deluxe, but their Soundwave model kit is 7-inch scale, and it's like actually like a normal model kit. Like you're popping the pieces out of the big tray and you're putting them all together. Um, I think Unparalleled Universe has a review and kind of like a build along, and so does a Robo. And yeah, they both really liked that Soundwave kit. So um, I think they're a great company. It just sucks that yeah, so much of best stuff that they're making, they're not sending it to America.
Mm.
That may
Pokemon.
change because this year, for the first year, they're simulcasting Common Rider in America with like uh,
Mm,
dubs or subs, I forget, but it'll be coming out here the same as it is there. So I think the Common Rider popularity is about to start shooting up a little bit, and maybe they'll start offering the Common Rider stuff to people like you.
yeah, this guy, and I don't think this is the new one, but yeah, they're they're doing that for the current Ultraman season. Yeah, I don't remember what his name is, but I just
Oh
saw
yeah,
episode
Omega.
2 go up earlier today. But yeah, they're putting it up at the same time as it's airing in Japan, I think.
Yeah, it's cool. And I think you see what you're gonna get as far as articulation, so your expectations are in the right place. You know that you're not trying to hit like Revoltech poses or something, but surprisingly still pretty fun to pose. Everybody that posts them in the toy photography server is always just putting them in cool poses and hitting more stuff than I would expect them to be able to for what they've got. But they always just look like, yeah, I could just set one on a desk and just pick it up and play with it and set it back down all day.
Hmm. Yeah, this like doofus, I forget his name. Um, Avenger, I think. I have him on my work desk. And he's like he looked so stupid, and like I love just picking him up and putting him in goofy poses. Um, yeah, I have like I think now it's three common writers that I have like within reach in my desk, and then that guy. Three SHF common writers, and then this Blokees guy. Yeah, they're just fun. I think like I feel like as a brand, they're just pure fun. Yeah, they have like they exploded in terms of the lines that they're doing. Minions, Pokemon, Marvel, Naruto, um, Hatsune Miku, like just
Oh yeah.
a ton of different IPs that they've picked up in the last 6 months, it feels like. So
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
always wanted their Pokemon figures, but hard to find a retailer for those.
they were like pretty
yeah, I
easy
have
to get
no.
from AliExpress, and then the tariff stuff happened, and now like I don't think they're super hard to find now.
Hmm.
Sucks.
Yeah, we'll probably have to talk about tariff stuff next week because
Don't
there's
want
gonna be
to.
more.
I don't want to. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Let it be over, please.
Yeah. Did you have a rating in mind for them?
Um, Not really, but like I said, for what you're paying for, what you get, how it looks, and everything, I think it's probably a pretty strong price point. And yeah, I would say probably sitting pretty high, B, possibly A.
Yeah, I would put it in A. Yeah, just to see. Like, there's so much stuff I want to order from them, but I'm like, I might be the only one that opens it or that buys it. So like, yeah, their Minion stuff is so stupid. Oh yeah, they're doing Saint Seiya too, which is really cool. They have a really cool Megatron with his throne. Um, yeah, I'm curious if any of the Common Rider stuff has gone up yet. They're doing Sesame Street also.
Oh
They
yeah.
look good.
Yeah, I've been kind of wanting to get this wave just for Oscar in the trash can. I think it's fun. Um,
Yeah, that counts good too.
yeah, dude, these like they look so dumb. Like I
The
need
made
it.
one,
Yeah. Yeah.
unreal
Yeah. I feel like they're a solid A. Um, yeah, I might just order this box of Saint Seiya, and if nobody buys them, I'll just open all of them for myself. Um, yeah, I feel pretty confident, pretty comfortable putting them in a name.
for sure. I need those Kamen Rider Ooh ones. They look
Hmm.
really, really nice. It's the newest fourth wave. I think there's some places you can get them like Toku Lectables. I don't know if y'all ever heard that one,
Hmm.
uh, but I think you can get them from there. Uh, and they may have some of the other ones too. So if you're looking for Blokees, it might be a decent spot. The Tokulectables, it's up
Hmm.
there on the listing there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the first wave, and there's some really cool ones in there. Characters that I'm not as familiar with from this one, but the third and fourth wave, like I would kick somebody in the head for those figures.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because
there's
this
Yeah,
Kamen
that's so
Rider
cool.
Ooh, and he's like all my style. Like I would take all of those because there's like 4 or 5 of his forms.
so you even got this guy on a
Yeah, there's that
freaking
Skull.
motorcycle.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Skull.
Michael
He's so
Jackson.
cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, they're rad.
I agree. It's a very, very cool line.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Any closing thoughts before you wrap up?
Well, no, I'm enjoying it still, and I really like this One Punch Man Saitama. He's really awesome. That's about it, I think.
Hell yeah. I, uh, I just got in
Oh
the little
yeah.
McGuire from Frogman, and I gotta show off
Oh,
his
the
his little face here. Oh no,
yeah, with the little
come on,
symbiote
focus.
hood.
This is worth it. There we
Yeah,
It
there
go.
we go.
looks so good.
I put his head on the Mess Toys black suit neighbor, so he's
Nice.
a little
It looks
little
so
little
cool.
smoother than the movie version, but
Yeah, it's a nice effect.
Tobey Maguire has
yeah.
never been built like that, but it's still a cool look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been another week of Froggy and Friends. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. We will keep chugging along. Tell your friends, subscribe, do all the good stuff. We are not able to put up on audio platforms right now. I want to say I've been trying to figure it out. I just haven't had the time or energy to look into it again, but hopefully we can get that going up again soon. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm Froggy. These are my friends. Thanks for joining us at the pond, and we will see you next time. Bye bye.